Talk a little about Starrcade 1998, one of your most famous and infamous matches. Talk about the night you beat Bill Goldberg.
The night I shot Liberty Valance. You know, they used to pump in that Goldberg chant. A lot of people don't know that. I know that. And we were going on the road, and all of a sudden, they started chanting, "Goldberg sucks." Because they made Goldberg the Yankees. And it was like people wanted to see Goldberg get beat. It was time for him to get beat. You know, Goldberg in his book says that I booked the match to beat him. And I point out two facts: that I have the pay stub when I started booking, because I had a completely different booking contract, which was mid-February. He got beat December 27th. And the second thing is, I was a babyface. I beat an undefeated babyface and turned around the next week and laid down for Hogan. What did it do for me? If you can find one piece of tape on any interview after the fact of beating Goldberg where I says that I ended his streak, which I never made mention to, because it wasn't about that. And people, you know, they'll make up their stories and say what they want to say, but the thing is, we tried to build a heel, you know, the old school Hogan, you know, put 9 or 10 heels together, get the NWO back together, take the two factions, put them back together, and give Goldberg 8 or 9 solid heels that he could go through in a year and get back to Hogan. And that was the plan. I wasn't the one that lost my cool and put my hand through a limo window. He screwed that up, not me. If he wants to blame anybody for anything in his career, he can blame the fact that he was a mark, B green, and C really just. I mean, if your gimmick is being undefeated, so he'd still be over if he was undefeated 15 years later at the expense of everything. If that's your gimmick, you're over because you've never been beaten. I hate to tell you, but Ludwig Borga beat Tatanka. So, and that was his gimmick. And, you know, Tatanka was over. They got beat by Ludwig Borga, and I think if I was Goldberg, I'd rather be beat by Kevin Nash than Ludwig Borga.
That's a good point.
Ah, look at the giant salad.
We have a delivery.
Giant salad. Ah, very nice. Thank you, sir. We'll have some Italian food while we do an interview.
Parmesan cheese, probably.
Okay.